Once again, the greater Cleveland community is aching over the murder of a child. For the family of Alianna DeFreeze, the horror of murder must be unbearable.
And Rob, this crime has really struck a nerve. Once again, there have been vigils on street corners as community members cry aloud and cry together about murder of a Cleveland child. Here with a personal perspective is our very own Bibb.
You know, I don't know how many murders I have covered or mentioned in newscasts during my long career as a newsman. By the many hundreds, I'm certain. Each one hits hard, whether in the city, the suburb, or in rural areas. Now this one. In the murder of Alianna DeFreeze, Cleveland police have made an arrest of the suspect. Well, I will let the courts take his case from there. Question is, what can we do, if anything, about the murder, which is all around us?
With the horrible discovery of the body of Alianna DeFreeze, a 14-year-old Cleveland girl, the shockwaves of revulsion have ripped through this community again. Alianna was on her way to school. She was to catch an RTA bus at East 93rd Street in Kinsman. She didn't make it to school. Trouble somewhere along the way. Murder. This story cries for an answer as to what can be done to stop the violence. The other day, there was a group of community people, most without kids, who actually rode the RTA bus with school kids, standing watch. The group is taking a stance. Watching the kids is as old a practice as is humankind itself. In 3 years, there have been 5 females found slain in this general area of Cleveland. Alianna is now in that number. But this story is far older than 3 years. Crime beats our community, each time killing a little of all of us. So what can we do? More police? That helps. But there cannot be a cop on every corner, in every community, in every moment of every day. That is simply not feasible. Alianna DeFreeze was doing what a 14-year-old girl is supposed to do: go to school. A murderer stopped her. She vanished from our sight. Then came that discovery. The news could not be worse. The body of a child found in a vacant house. Alianna this time. But how many times have we covered murders in so many different places? So we build community teddy bear memorials, symbols of young life taken away by violence. I don't have all the answers for what needs to take place, but I do know among the answers is this one. Good-minded people have to mobilize, as those bus-riding adults watching over the children have done. And we must demand of government better conditions. But firstly, we must demand better of ourselves and of each other.
I often reflect on my own childhood in this city. I was well educated here, played comfortably in the playgrounds, and walked safely to my Cleveland schools. Not that crimes did not occur, but I never feared for my life. But fear peppers us today. Think of Alianna and all the other victims of murder and other crimes. If you are not mad, you ought to be. Individuals can work together for good causes and have power in their combined strengths. It's not easy to do, but who if not you, and when if not now? Good people together for good causes. Aren't you mad as hell about the murder of Alianna? I am.
Very well said, Leon, and you hit it right on the head. Coming together. And as the mayor said last night, he's never seen anything like this with the community support for this finding this man who killed Alianna. So
we got to watch out for each other.
Yes,
neighbors banding together, watching out for each other, making sure that the children are safe and the adults are safe and that we're all safe. If we work together, we can do it.
Once again, the perfect words from your brain. Good people together for good causes. Let's go and get us through.
That's as old as time. We need to go back to some things that are old.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, Leon.
Certainly.